Looking for something fun to watch? The KJ Today Show has you covered. We're bringing Hollywood to Indianapolis and positive vibes to our community. It's pop culture, people to know, and pets. Watch it happen live Wednesdays at 7 on YouTube or catch up on demand. Hello and welcome to the KJ Today Show. Oh, the fun is starting right now. How are you doing tonight? Thank you so much for being here. If this is your first time tuning in, we have got a full hour jam-packed of positive vibes for you. We are all about making sure we put fun on our schedule. So make sure every week when you do your to-do list that you schedule some fun. And if that means not hanging out with us, I'm not offended, but I hope it means hanging out with us, right, Jonna?
I mean, I hang out with us every week and I have a good time. So
the KJ Today Show is powered by PopCon, and also it is powered by the Town Post Network. We are so excited to have our friends, our partners with us, powering the show, bringing you the positive vibes. And tonight we have a very, very special guest on the show. We are exactly 1 week away from The Mandalorian Season 3, and we have got Giancarlo Esposito joining us later tonight. We also have a wonderful crew of people who are already checking in, telling us where they're from, where they're watching. If you are new to the show and you don't have your crew number yet, that's how we give you fabulous prizes. We want you to sign up at kjcrew.com. Please join us and interact. Hello, Beth, who is watching right now. We want you to subscribe on YouTube because that really helps us out. And also you can watch it on your big screen then on your TV. And most of all, we want you to just have a really, really great time with us. We've got Don't Screw the Crew coming up later tonight. That's Don't Screw the Crew. That is our trivia game. We do 3 questions, and when we get 2 out of 3 right, we win a prize for our crew members. So tonight we've got a signed copy of my book, Raised by Cats, Behind the Mic and the Meows. One of those fabulous Storms and Melodies t-shirts, and throwing in a little bit of Zen, a bottle of my Storms and Melodies calming remedies for our winner tonight.
Nice. Oh, that's a new picture you added on there.
Oh yeah, I see.
Yeah, I didn't even see that picture.
Yes.
Look at that.
If you are listening right now to the KJ Today Show as a podcast, wonderful. Thank you for being here. We do have a lot of things that go on visually, but I try to take into account that you are listening in the car. Shout out to Susan Decker, who listens in the car every single week with us. We love you for listening. We love you for watching. All right, let's get to what's popping, because there's so much happening on our show tonight that I don't want to wait. Jonna, are you ready for this?
Let's go.
All right, it is time for what's popping in pop culture with producer Jonna. Pow, 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 pow. You like the zap?
It's so funny. It's just so random.
All right, now this is only positive pop culture stuff here, guys.
All of the positive pop culture.
I'll tell you, John, I got a note from a longtime follower who has not watched our show, and she's worried about this path you're going down, pop culture. It's tabloids and toxic, and it's not you. And I was like, oh, no. Our pop culture is the positive stuff going on.
Oh, yeah, no. Thanks for the happy anniversary, Sam. Appreciate that.
Oh yes. We are we're celebrating an anniversary tonight with producer Jonna. So stand by for more about that. That'll be coming up in Tell Me Something Good. All right, Jonna, tell me what's going on in pop culture.
All of my look at how terrible my notes look.
Oh my god.
I was writing so fast. I was like, I gotta get all the things down. I gotta hurry up and get them all down.
Get it, girl, get it.
All right. So
All right.
number 1 on the list. This is for producer Patches.
Okay.
Because I love him so much.
All right.
David Bautista is getting inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
That guy from the Guardians of the Galaxy.
That guy, he was a wrestler before he was in the Guardians of the Galaxy.
He was. He was.
Yep, but he is getting inducted into the 2023 Hall of Fame for the WWE. He was supposed to get inducted in 2020, but then, that thing happened, that
thing.
That like panorama happened or whatever. So
yes.
We just like couldn't do it. And then
did you say a panorama happened?
That's like a thing that like millennials do because we're bad at processing trauma or whatever.
Okay.
So we just make fun of everything that's like traumatic. So we wouldn't call it the pandemic. We'd say like, oh, that Panera bread or that panorama or like something like that happened. Like we would never say the word pandemic.
Okay.
Yeah. So
gotcha.
Yep. He was supposed to go in 2020 and then 2020 happened and then there was just a lot of other things going on and he could not actually get inducted, but he is getting inducted this year into the WWE Hall of Fame.
All right, sweet. What else is going on, Jonna?
One of my favorite movie franchises got a release date for their 3rd movie, My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3. The picture that you're going to see is from the very first movie from a bajillion years ago when I was just a wee lad. But My Big Fat Greek Wedding is one of my like top 10 favorite love movie franchises. The 3rd movie comes out September 8th and they were filming in Greece actually.
Were they?
Yep.
Did they film the first one in Greece?
Nope. It was all like everything was in the States. So like they lived in California, I think.
Okay.
For the first 2 movies and then for the 3rd movie they're filming in Greece. So super excited. September 8th of this year actually.
All right.
So it'll be out this year. Yay, we're so excited.
Thank you very much, Jonna. All right. What else is popping?
Pink dropped her new album and then she announced that she was going on tour.
Can you believe she's coming here?
Yeah, no, she'll be here on November 7th. So if anybody loves me and wants, my birthday is the 10th. So like,
Yeah.
Yep. But her Trust Fall tour is gonna be hitting the United States this summer. I also read something today when I was looking up what's popping in pop culture that she hired her 11-year-old to work for her while she's on tour.
Oh my gosh.
And she's going to be paying her $25 a show.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
But we don't know what she's actually going to be doing. I'm going to assume she's going to be like carrying wires or something. But yep, she's got a 11-year-old roadie. So
I will tell you, Jonna, you do have an opportunity to win those tickets if you listen to Shine 99, North Central Indiana's only locally owned radio station. I happen to be on at night there, but I know that Scott and Cindy are giving away tickets on Shine 99 in the morning. So you can win yourself some tickets.
I will try to do that.
All right. Good luck. Thank you very much for what's popping, Jonna. We always try to keep you updated with the latest. And of course, we've got some really great guests coming to the KJ Today Show. I'm like having a hard time processing the fact that next week, we'd already told you Patricia Heaton's going to be with us next week. She has a new movie out. And now also joining us, one of the wonderful celebrities that is coming to PopCon, Patrick Warburton.
Yes.
Yes.
That guy.
Yes. He's going to be on with us next week. He actually is this weekend. He has his big charity golf tournament. It's called the Warburton.
I love it.
And it is a charity golf tournament with over 70 celebrities that participate. Like I saw Alice Cooper is playing in this thing. Like it's this like weird mix of musicians and athletes and actors that all come together. And he raised like this thing raises like $4 million for St. Jude.
Gosh,
So, I know.
that's a lot of money.
It is it is a monster. So we'll find out how much money he raised. It kicks off tomorrow and it goes through the weekend. And obviously, if you're a fan and you want to kick in some money, you can donate to St. Jude. WFMS, our country station, is doing their radiothon tomorrow and Friday for St. Jude as well.
I guess I used to technically kind of work there.
You
did?
Mean,
not actually work for WFMS, but they're owned by Cumulus.
Yes.
So I was in like the same building as them.
You were. Yeah. So, if you want to, help out with the cause, they do amazing work helping out children and doing all kinds of research. And it's a wonderful organization. We'll talk to Patrick Warburton more about that next week when he calls in, and we'll talk to him about coming to PopCon, and we have an exciting announcement for him about that. And thanks to our friend who's watching on LinkedIn. I had mentioned I was live on my personal page and had mentioned to the people that were watching just on my personal Facebook page that you can watch our show stream on LinkedIn if you want to feel very professional while you watch our show.
Yeah, because that's what I want. I want to feel so professional.
Right?
So professional.
That we want to feel just so professional.
I mean, sometimes I want to feel like fun. Sometimes I don't want to feel like a professional, because being professional is so much work.
I know, right?
You have to be all like, "Hi, my name's Jonna. How are you?"
Mm-hmm. Yep. So we don't like to be professional, but we do. We also like to hang out with people who don't like to be professional, which is not Scene and Nerd Podcast, who's watching right now. They are the pros, man. If you
love Scene and Nerd,
if you want a professional podcast, you need to check into Scene and Nerd Podcast, because
right?
Will and Sarah are on top of it. I believe that they are here tonight because they are also very big fans of The Mandalorian. They talk about it on their show a lot, and excited to hear from Giancarlo Esposito. I do want to talk about this, John, and we haven't really talked about this opportunity that we have this weekend. We're going to be part of a convention called Virtuous Con.
Ooh, yeah. Oh,
And
yeah. I wrote that in my calendar.
Yeah, it is a live virtual convention that is celebrating sci-fi and comic books, and it is put on by a bunch of women, and they also are very, very big in celebrating Black culture. And I'm pretty sure the reason that we're getting to be a part of this, John, is because of you. So thank you.
Look at me.
We will be presenting Saturday at noon, the Kind of Nerdy Girls, celebrating women in fandom.
It's gonna be fun.
Yes, so you can join us.
So you're welcome
on Saturday for that. No, seriously, thank you.
You're welcome.
There's a girl.
Actually, you got to thank my parents for that one. You got to thank my mom for that one.
There's a girl that I follow on Instagram. She doesn't know that I follow her because she's got thousands and thousands and thousands of followers. But she's called the Blurred Girl. And she's this really, really cool Black chick who loves everything geeky. And she is a part of this. And I'm like, wait a second, like we get to be like guests at a convention that she's a guest in. Like we do not fit in that level, but I'm super nerding out about.
Hey, no, we have to. Remember, we have to. Where we think we are, we have to think better.
Right?
Than that. We are great. Okay?
Yes, we are. We are fantastic.
9 out of 10.
Yes. All right. So I know that you guys are all here for Giancarlo Esposito. You're not here for me. You're not here for Jonna. You're not here for producer Patches.
Where is producer Patches? I haven't seen him in a while.
He's hiding down in the basement. So before we get to Giancarlo Esposito, we got a little bit of business to take care of because we've got some really just spectacular sponsors that make the KJ Today show happen. So if you wouldn't mind, producer Patches, please take it away.
Well, thank you, KJ. The KJ Today Show is powered by PopCon, celebrating 10 years in Indianapolis and coming to Louisville too. Get the ultimate pop culture experience from meeting celebrities to escape rooms and laser tag, and trying out the latest in virtual reality, tabletop, and video games. PopCon is fun. PopCon is for everyone. June 16th through the 18th in Louisville, and August 25th through the 27th in Indy. Get tickets now at popcon.us.
Thank you very much, Patches. We love you. We love your announcer voice. I feel like that's going to win us some awards here very soon.
I love that he goes from like real like wacky like TV show host to like Hulk Hogan in like 2 seconds. He's like, yeah, let's do it. Yeah, brother, let's go. Watch the KJ Today Show. Like, okay, let's do it.
All right. You know what? Speaking of let's do it, let's get right to our guest of honor. We have got Giancarlo Esposito with us tonight. We are 1 week away from The Mandalorian season 3. And you know, when I got on the phone with him, obviously we had to talk just immediately about, you'll hear it in my voice, like, how freaking cool is this? Here's Giancarlo Esposito on the KJ Today. How cool is it, Giancarlo, that we have more Star Wars and that you're in it?
It has been a dream come true. I had always wanted to be a part of an iconic franchise that kind of address the bigger issues of our world in a galaxy that we are unfamiliar with. It's a journey show that allows us to take the journey visually and also characteristically with our relationships that are drawn in this. I love playing Moff Gideon. This guy is a take charge kind of guy. You don't quite know what he wants, but you know he's going to be forceful and he's going to get what he wants. And he is someone who is a tactician, who has all of this intelligence that we don't know how or why yet. We know he's a Moff. There have been other Moffs who've been wardens of a certain particular part of the galaxy after the Empire fell, but we don't know a lot about Moff Gideon other than he has a formidable presence and he wears a cape and carries a lightsaber and he flies his own TIE fighter, which is an antiquated vehicle for the time that we're in now, but he's reconstructed and brought it back to life. So we get a chance to be not only in the historical elements of Star Wars that we've witnessed before in terms of all of the elements of the vehicles and the stormtroopers and their dark troopers coming, and you know we get a chance to investigate light and dark in this world. And I'm a huge fan of Princess Leia too. I fell in love with her back in the earlier movies. I always wanted to be some version of Luke Skywalker. And, I tell you a funny story. I was walking in the park about 10 years ago with a friend, and we were coming from the ice skating rink in Central Park, and he had his kids with him, and I had my kids. And he looked at me, he said, you are the light. I said, what do you mean? He says, you're the light. You're going to do Star Wars one day. I was like, you got to be, come on. He says, no, you're such a positive guy, and you are the light. And so here I am playing Moff Gideon with the dark saber. It's pretty dark. See the light and the dark.
I just absolutely. He's a light, right?
Yeah.
Like just listening to him, and when you find out, because you really don't know when you go into these interviews if it's just a job, and like obviously of course if you're getting a job with the Star Wars franchise, you respect it, but are you really a fan? And it's like, oh man, Giancarlo Esposito is a fan.
Right. Like just listening to him talk about it. He was like, yeah, he's got the thing and it's like this and it's like that. He's like, it's got the whatever it's called. What's it called? The ship, the thing. What do you say it was? Not a TIE fighter, but
there are TIE fighters.
The TIE fighter.
I'm so proud of you. You're like using Star Wars terms.
I listen, and he was just like, it's an antiquated vehicle. And those are things. I was like, man, you just know all of these words about Star Wars. I am so happy for you. Like, you can tell that he like watched Star Wars before he was like in Star Wars.
Yes. And as always, some of the best questions that I get when I have an opportunity to talk to these people come from you. So let's go to a fan. Martin had a very interesting question about that. He said, does your villain character really think he is the villain?
Oh, that's a great question. Well, You know, I've played a few villains before, and what I love about the kind of illumination that came to me playing a villain is human. A villain that, you know, it's just a matter of whether that villain is existing, the characters existing in a light space or a dark space. And so what did you do to piss me off? To be in the dark space. Give me an arm. So I try to bring some human elements, you know, to what I do, to allow people to see that you can make a choice. You can make a choice to be light or dark. Sort of an analogy for our world, and certainly in Star Wars, we were afforded the ability to be connected to mythology. And the power of myth is really strong. And I know that George Lucas had a connection to Joseph Campbell. Mythological stories about journeys and overcoming obstacles and challenges are powerful for people. And so I'm head over heels to be not only a part of this franchise, but to be delivering a message that gives you a full view of what your choices could be in life. And so I feel like I love Mando, the Mando character, because he's so in service to the child. You know, he's in service. He's a warrior. And in our lives, we go on a journey and we're either in service to ourselves or to others. And so that particular piece of our show allows a deeper view into what the world could be if we were all on the same page. And
he went deep, right?
Right.
Like, were you going to wake up today and what are you going to be? Because Giancarlo Esposito is putting the pressure on you.
He's like, light or dark? Which one? It's like, okay, sorry. I'll try and be better, Giancarlo Esposito. I'm so sorry.
And, you know, of course, one of the things with The Mandalorian that people have loved so much is Grogu. And, you know, some people got still called Baby Yoda, whatever you call it.
That is his name, Baby Yoda.
No, Jada.
I know his name's Grogu, okay?
Grogu.
But everybody has a nickname, okay? So Baby Yoda.
All right. Well, let's talk about this with Giancarlo Esposito. You brought up the child. I'm sure that's, it's such a pop culture phenomenon. Everybody wants to talk about the child and, you know, Baby Yoda, as many are calling the child. But I have to ask, from filming to when we finally, as an audience, got to see the child, how long did you have to go keeping that under wraps? I was shocked from the moment that I saw the child that never leaked, that we didn't have any idea that the child was going to be a part of this.
Well, we were all, when I first saw the child with Jon Favreau, I could not walk by this child. It was absolutely adorable and beautiful. And then when it starts to exhibit its special powers, it's exhibiting some strength. And it is also has such an unjaded countenance. And when you think that the child is 50 years old, you think, oh, there's hope for me. I can still learn. I can still learn how to be a child again. I can still play. So I had to keep it under wraps for at least a year, and we all did. But I knew something that tickled me, and that was that. And I said it to John. I said, John, I got to be. I want as many scenes as I can possibly get with the child, because in the theater they say never. When you're a young actor, don't work with children or animals. But in this case, I knew the child's going to be the star of the show and it's going to captivate people. We kept it a secret. And certainly it has taken the world by storm for good reason. We want to be connected to some innocence again, and we want to be able to feel what that's like to be in service to that innocence. And we want to be able to access that within ourselves so that we can be a little kinder, gentler, and more compassionate.
Oh my gosh.
Man, why? He's just so deep, man. Like,
I know.
Like, oh man. Also, when he said, I had to keep that under wraps for a year, bro, you had to keep a secret for a whole year. Like, I could never.
Right.
Oh my God. Like, literally, when I buy people stuff, I'm like, I bought you this thing and I have to give it to you right now.
Well, yeah, I think this Christmas I bought you like 6 things. I was like, well, I'm going to give it to you because I want you to have it right now.
I mean, you see me like every day. So, like, but literally, like, when people like for my birthday and like for Christmas, like people would tell me like, "Hey, John, I got you this thing," and I'm like, "Oh, what is it?" Like, I'm not gonna tell you. You have to wait. And I'm like, "No, don't tell me you bought me something, and then don't tell me what it is." Like, I immediately have to tell people when I buy them things all the time. I'll be like, "KJ, I got you this thing because I thought that you would like it.
Mhm.
Here you go."
All right. I know, we had so many questions for Giancarlo. And, what was hard was that there were a lot of really great questions for him, but he was giving such incredible answers. And I had a limited amount of time that, like, it was like our time's almost up. And all we've talked about is the Mandalorian. Like, let's talk about at least get one other thing in here for you, the fans of Giancarlo Esposito. And that was a question about one of his other great shows going on right now, The Boys. I gotta know from your standpoint, shifting over, what it has been like to again play a character that, could be, Stan could be considered a villain, but we don't quite know. Sometimes we're conflicted about that, right?
We really are. Stan Edgar is a very interesting character because he's a corporate company man. You don't know if he's at the top or in the middle, but he certainly is running things in our vision and view of The Voice as we see it today. I adore Eric Kripke. All of this came about completely by accident. I was doing a show in Canada, ran into him in the studio, and he took 2 steps back after saying hello with his whole team around him, because I'd worked with him on Revolution, also with Jon Favreau at the helm of our pilot. He directed our pilot. So Stan Edgar, to me, God, I love his crispness. I love his straightforward attitude. I love his demeanor, which I was able to find. I'm so happy I was able to find that's a different essence of being a corporate human being. We had a scene in season 2 with Homelander where Stan Edgar is dressing him down, but telling him you're under the false belief that this is a superhero company. This is really a pharmaceutical company. And all of that really just kicked in for me. He gives him a whole speech about Frederick Vaught, a scientist back in Germany, and then I got his whole character. This guy's about science and money, and also about having these superheroes who are so helpful to our general population at large be characters who have these superpowers but have human instinct. And this is fascinating to me about this particular show. So Stan's been really, really great to play. And again, I went on for a guest spot, and it turned into me being a part of the show. It's fun. It's fun, but it allows us the opportunity to investigate who we really are and what side we're really on. And I love the analogies to our contemporary politics and corporate world.
Oh, man.
You can get the entire interview with Giancarlo Esposito on our YouTube channel. If you go to our YouTube channel, there's a celebrity playlist, and any of the full interviews that we have done, you can just soak them all in, consume them all. And also the entire interview with William Shatner is now
we have
posted.
A full Shat interview?
We do. We have the full Shat, John. Thank you for that.
I do what I can to keep us laughing, okay?
I appreciate that. I do. And one of the things that sometimes you get like the majority of what we talked about is, during the KJ Today show. But one of the things that did not make it on the KJ Today show last week from my conversation with William Shatner was a somewhat funny conversation about marriage. And because, he's divorced. I believe that his most recent ex-wife is from Indiana. I know there's ties to that, but I was like, you will notice in the interview that I do not go any deeper. That what he says, I just let fly, because I was like, no, I'm not going to ask about that.
When he finds out he's coming to Indiana, he's going to be like, well, Linda lives there, so we're not going there. I don't know what his ex-wife's name is. I don't think it's Linda, but that was
Linda.
The first name I could think of. He's just like, oh, Indiana, not going there. Sorry. I'm sick. Can't go.
All right. So thank you guys very much for tuning in with our very special guest, Giancarlo Esposito. Of course, we'll be talking on the Kind of Nerdy Girls about The Mandalorian season 3 as it unfolds, because we're so excited about that. I see we still got people checking in. You know what? If you can't make it here at 7 o'clock, make it here when you can. Hello, Rebecca, crew number 55, Susan, crew number 57. Thank you all for being here with us tonight. I do want to take a moment and just kind of be a little bit real with you. I know that we are having some technical difficulties, so I apologize if the stream is a little bit weird. It might be a little bit of our energy. I don't want to hide things from you ever, and I never wanted this show to be a positive vibe show that was fake by any means. Life isn't always positive, and this has been a real rough week in our house. And I think like I said, energy is energy, and I think some of what's happening with our Wi-Fi connection might be a little bit of that. So I'm going to put it out there. We definitely need the positive vibes from you. It's been a real tough road to get this show on. We've had a lot going on. Our cat Jaina, if you follow along with us on Instagram or Facebook, I have not said anything in recent days. You've known that she's declining a bit, but she had what we think was a heart attack on Saturday. And so it's been a little bit tough. So thanks for being here tonight. I want you to know that when we gather on Wednesday nights and we say that we are going to bring the positive vibes, that it's as much about you being here and bringing your positive vibes to us and us sharing in that and making sure that when things are really hard, that we're there for each other. So thank you very much for being here with us tonight. And one of the positive things that we got to do, stepping outside the house a little bit, was have a big celebration last night. The KJ Today show on the road. I know, but it was hard. I mean, we got to celebrate Patty Spittler's 69th birthday last night. For those of you who are watching who are not from Indianapolis, Patty is not only a broadcast legend here and led the way for not only women in entertainment reporting, but entertainment reporting. Like she was, I mean, just ahead of her time. And you can see from her archive, she has, I mean, for years and years, she has been talking to the guests. I mean, like,
it's like insane. Like when we went last night, that video that they played for like when she got inducted into the TV Hall of Fame, like I didn't know a lot of that stuff. I mean, I've only known Patty for like a year, but like I didn't really know all of that stuff about her. And like how she started out, and like I was like, oh my god, I was like, this is like a legitimate celebrity right here. Like I can't even believe that I freaking know. Oh, there's you and your patty cake.
Oh yes, my patty cake. Yes, like producers, movie companies, like in LA, in New York, like, they know Patty Spittler.
Yeah.
Right. And they want her to interview their A-list people.
Yes.
Right. I mean,
she's great.
She's amazing. And I wouldn't be where I am without her. As a matter of, you see me hugging there, like, oh, we're just going to cry.
I took that video.
But, I wouldn't be the kitty correspondent for Pet Pals TV. I wouldn't be anything. I got fired from my radio job, and the next day it was her birthday party. And it was I mean, when you get fired, you don't want to go out in public. Like, it was everything I could do to even show up and be like, hey, how's the radio thing going? Oh, I got fired yesterday. And also it was headlines. So like a lot of people knew. And, I was like, I got to show up for Patty. It's her birthday, right? She's done so much for me. And she hired me that night to be the kitty correspondent. She inspired me to keep doing the Kind of Nerdy Girls. I can't say enough about what she's meant to me and what my life is because of her. So in the midst of everything being kind of scary and sad here at home, it was really nice to get out last night and celebrate.
And the party was over by 7:30.
The best part, she was leaving. Like, she was like at like 6:58. Like, I helped her plan this party, and she was like 5:30 to 7:30. That's as late as I want to go. And at 6:58, she's like got her coat on, and she's like, "Thank you tonight." But you're like, you don't argue with Patty Spittler. She wants to go home. She goes home.
Right. They were like, someone said, "Where's Patty?" And I was like, "She probably is hiding or she left." They're like, "You think she left?" I was like, "I wouldn't put it past her, honestly,
Yeah.
to leave her own party early." 100%, 100%,
100%.
100%.
That's how much you respect Patty Spittler. 100%.
But we do love Patty. She is the absolute best.
And speaking of being on the road, we have an exciting announcement tonight. I was going to try to get together some like St. Patrick's Day music, but one of the things that slipped through the cracks today, just like I said, trying to get this show on was amazing. But on St. Patrick's Day, the KJ Today Show is doing a bonus episode. We are going to be live at O'Reilly's downtown.
I literally cannot with this graphic right now.
With the leprechaun dancing and stumbling.
I'm talking about this freaking hat on top of my head right now.
Is this the first time you're seeing
No,
this?
I saw it when you posted it in the group. But I'm like, did she just put a hat on my head? Now I gotta find something green to wear. I don't think I have any green.
Yes, you
clothes.
do. Yes, you
Patches,
do.
I might need to borrow a green T-shirt. I know you got one.
I mean, Patches and I are so into St. Patrick's Day that we have kilts and everything.
I'm not wearing a kilt. I already shaved my legs once for an event. I'm
for
not,
Patty's birthday party.
literally, man, and that was a lot of work. Okay. Socks was like, Socks, like he calls me Jonna.
Yes.
He was like, "Mom, let's play." And I'm trying to like shave my legs. I'm like, "Stop it. I got things to do."
So if you can make it and join us for lunch on St. Patrick's Day at O'Reilly's Irish Pub and Restaurant downtown, we'd love to see you. We're going to play Don't Screw the Crew for prizes from O'Reilly's. They've got like their sponsors. So it's going to be some cool stuff, like probably some Irish whiskey things and stuff like that. But also you can watch. I had some people ask today, like, "Hey, I can't make it." So even if you can't make it, like, and you're at work on St. Patrick's Day, Shelly says the office is closed, so I may come down. Yeah. But
Come on down there, Shelly. I miss you.
If your office is not closed
As
on
most offices are not.
St. Patrick's Day, because most are not, you can plan your lunch to actually watch us live, and we're going to do What's Poppin', and we're going to play Don't Screw the Crew. And I'm trying to get them to the bagpipers always come through at O'Reilly's. And so I'm trying to coordinate so that like the end of our show is like, "Thank you so much for being here. Now the bagpipers." And like, we're like, that's the end of our show. Like, there's no end credits. There's the end. It's just the bagpipers playing. Thank you. Good night. That's my goal, Jonna. Jonna is not pleased with this.
I veto that idea.
Why?
I don't like bagpipes. I don't like the way they sound. They hurt my ears.
Well, you can go outside.
Like the windows and the doors are soundproof in O'Reilly's. Yeah, let me just go outside into downtown Indianapolis where it's going to be 10 times louder than the bagpipes.
And Jonna, we're going to have the bagpipers, and you're going to wear a hat just like that. Okay.
Oh, you going to buy me a hat just like that?
Are you kidding? We have a hat just like that. we have storage bins full of St. Patrick's Day stuff. We put up a St. Patches Day tree. That's because that's what we call it in honor of producer Patches. It's St. Patches Day. Don't worry. We got you covered.
Oh God.
We got you a hat. Oh, I even have one that that lights up.
Oh, I love a good light up hat. Okay.
I know you do.
I love a good light up hat.
You're going to be lit on St. Patrick's Day. So yes, we'd love to see you either in person or virtual. Please join us for our next On the Road. All right. And now on to Don't Screw the Crew. Yay.
Yes, we're so excited.
Are you excited about this?
No, I'm never excited about Don't Screw the Crew.
Why not?
Because I'm so bad at trivia. And it always makes me look real dumb.
I didn't even hear Patches. Can we try that again? It's time to play Don't Screw the Crew.
Me and Patches are on the same wavelength right now.
Tonight we are playing for Beth. She is crew number 64.
Yay.
And she has a kitty cat named Tara.
Love that.
Who is adorable, and she adopted her through Circle City Kitties because at the time I was like,
Circle City Kitties, that is so That is such a good name.
Circle City Kitties is who we adopted Jaina through.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
That is a great Circle City Kitties, 10 out of 10. I love that name.
And Beth has followed me for a long time on Facebook. We're Twitter friends. I mean, we're friends. And I was like, here's this wonderful tortie cat who I would really, really like to adopt. But how about you adopt her, Beth? So tonight we are playing for Beth and a chance to not only win, she already has my book, she said. So if we win, I'm going to sign a copy and she's going to give it to her friend who wants the book.
Nice.
We're going to give her a Storms and Melodies t-shirt there. You can see the special t-shirts that are available in my shop. And we're going to try to win her cat, Tara, a bottle of Serenity Meow. So the way that this Don't Screw the Crew thing works is I've got 3 trivia questions. Patches gets one, Jonna gets one. They have a chance to get the third one together. And as long as we get 2 out of 3 right, we don't screw the crew. All right, here we go. Question number 1 goes to producer Jonna.
What's up?
Jonna, the category is
Oh God.
art. Producer Jonna, who painted the famous Mona Lisa?
I know this answer.
I know you do. Who painted the Mona Lisa?
Is it Leonardo?
I will give you a hint. Yes.
She did not need you. Oh, I was so close. Look at you being all cultured.
Right.
Well, people only talk about the Mona Lisa all the freaking time.
Right.
But like,
right.
I don't know. Because you're always like science. I'm like, oh God. Anything, science, math, art, anything like that where I have to like know people's names or dates. I'm just like, nope, I'm done.
All right. So we got one right here. Okay. All right. So Patches, over to you.
All right.
The category is movies.
Oh, okay.
Breaking box office records and nominated for the Oscars Best Picture. What is the full name of the current Avatar movie?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, I know it. Oh,
Hold on. Avatar. Oh, Christ.
Hey, watch your language, amen.
Sorry.
it is Ash Wednesday, sir.
Yeah, I
Watch
know.
your
You're
language.
welcome. There you go.
I didn't go get my ashes, so.
Avatar.
Yep. Good Lord. I hate those movies, and I've never even seen them. They just look so dumb. The Way of Water.
Yes.
Right?
Oh I'm literally over here like.
Oh my goodness.
My favorite thing about Patch is that he has to talk it through.
Yeah, I really do. Like, there's no out for me. It's. I'm telling you, man. God, that was a rough one.
Congratulations to crew number 64, Beth, who
Yay,
is
Beth.
getting a copy of my book to give to a friend. She's getting a Storms and Melodies t-shirt, and we are going to give her cute cat Tara some calm with a Serenity Meow calming remedy from Storms and Melodies. Yay! Oh,
man, that was a stressful.
Yeah,
that
right?
was a very stressful.
Man. Felt good.
Don't screw it. It felt
Did
good.
it?
You know what?
Yes.
How do I hang up on this thing? I'm hanging up. I'm not. You know what? I'm sick next week.
Nope.
I'm in sick next
You
week.
can't hang up, but you can take a break, Jonna, because we need to send it over to our wonderful announcer, producer Patches,
Oh, 10 out of 10.
Yes.
who has some messages for you
Some messages.
from our wonderful
Some
sponsors.
subliminal.
Why,
Take it
thank you,
away.
KJ.
Take it away,
Why,
Patches.
Why, thank you. Well, KJ, I don't know if you know this, but the KJ Today Show is also powered by the Town Post Network, helping us
No
bring
way.
more positive vibes to our community. You can now stream the KJ Today Show at townpost.com and get more positive news from your community. And guys, I don't know also if you know this, but KJ also has a book out there, Raised by Cats, Behind the Mic and the Meows. It has been called, quote, the book your cat wants you to read. And quote, a wonderful look at the power of a cat's love.
Oh,
Aw.
thank you.
Can get a personalized copy signed at raisedbycats.com or shop online at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Books A Million.
Thank
Wow.
you, Patches.
Patches, you were giving me so much new information. I
Ooh.
didn't even know any of those things.
Thank you so much,
10 out of
Patches.
10.
Absolutely.
I'm going to recommend you to a friend, Patches.
All right. So one of the things that we love, along with producer Patches and his NPR announcer voice, thank you very much.
Well, thank
You
you.
can always
So, coming up on the KJ Today Show, we
Can we
have,
stop reading it?
of the
Oh my
week.
God. You guys are stressing me out so bad. I literally can't listen to NPR because I just can't handle the whispering.
Oh, Jonna, you know, if you,
It's okay, Jonna.
listen, if
It's
you wanted
completely
to
fine.
help keep the KJ Today show
This-
going, you could become a patron. Go to
Please become a patron.
nerdynetwork.com. Just make a small contribution. Help us make the world a better place.
Please
Thank
help
you.
feed me and my cat. Please help me go see Chris Evans at C2E2 next month. Please.
I can't believe that wasn't part of What's Poppin'. Chris Evans is coming to Chicago to C2E2
He
next
hasn't
month.
done a convention in 3 years. And as soon as I found out, I was looking up tickets. I'm going, okay?
All
I don't
right.
care. I'm going to sell something. I might sell one of my kidneys. I don't know yet.
And
Gonna
Jonna, this
be
might
stunning.
actually infuriate you, but I think the last show he worked, KJ and I were working in the booth with him.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, it
sure.
was.
I'm sure you did because you guys are a couple of heifers and you always get to hang out with my man. And nobody ever invites me to go hang out with my man. Like, excuse me. And now he's coming to C2E2. And I'm like, I'm going. I don't care.
Oh my God.
Wow.
That was aggressive.
Nice.
Also, when we went to the movies on Sunday, Katie was like, oh, is Chris Evans' girlfriend going to be there? I was like, we don't care about her. She's not getting in my picture. I'm not paying that money to see Chris Evans' girlfriend in my picture. I'm going to get up there and I'm going to hug on my man and never let go.
Wow.
Where's the cat? This is me. This is going to be me. When I meet Chris Evans.
What is happening to our show right now?
This is what happens when you run ahead of schedule.
I know we gotta fill time. I also need some sleep. I didn't sleep very well last night.
I feel that. I told you, you guys, we need your positive vibes. A lot going on in this house. All right. So I was going to transition into tell me something good. And Donna's like, and you heifers, and hanging out with Chris Evans, I hate you. Okay.
I mean, sorry.
That's all right.
I'm trying to find a healthy way to deal with my anger. So
I got the chakra balance. This is going to clear the air here. We're all going to get balanced, get back to positive energy. You can get this at stormsandmelodies.com. All right, it's time for some good news. Tell me something good. Thanks to everybody who has submitted your good news tonight. If you haven't yet, please hop in the comments. Even if you two have had a rough day, look, we're sitting here having some rough times in our house, but we still got to look at the positive, including Jonna is celebrating her anniversary of officially joining the KJ Media Company. What did I say? A year ago, I said we officially welcome producer Jonna to, I got to pull that back up. The words are hard. To the KJ Media Company. She'll be officially keeping me from losing my mind. And I appreciate you so much, Jonna.
I literally tagged KJ in that earlier today, and she was like, happy getting paid in more than food anniversary. Because for what, 7 years, I was just working for food.
Yeah, we'll work for food.
Literally.
All right, some good news to share from the KJ crew. Bridget says, I'm fulfilling one of my bucket list items and seeing the ocean this weekend.
Oh,
The
love-
Pacific Ocean.
I am the Pacific Ocean.
The Pacific Ocean.
She is specifically going to see the Pacific Ocean. I love the ocean. I want to go back to the ocean so freaking bad.
Have you been to the Pacific?
Uh,
West Coast. Oh my God, I have
No,
to tell you where the
no.
ocean, the Pacific Ocean.
I did not know where that Pacific Ocean was. I have been to the Atlantic.
Okay. I
Hey,
have
Donna,
been
what's
to
the third
both.
planet from the sun?
Rude. She doesn't know anymore. On to other news. Heather is celebrating that her son got into the jazz program at Ball State.
Oh, that is awesome.
That is 10 out of
So
10.
excited. We love Ball State and we love jazz. Congratulations to your son. Thank you for sharing that good news, Heather. And look at this little
at this
cutie.
He's a
Look at this
baby.
cutie. Kathy says, I got my daughter's costume for C2E2 today. And she looks so fracking cute.
She does.
Oh my gosh, she's adorable. Thank you very much, Kathy, for letting us share that cute little picture. And thank you all for your good news. As always, we like to wrap up the show with something that no matter what, always makes us feel good. And that is the love of our pets. And tonight, I am very, very pleased to share with you that our pet of the week, brought to you by Storms and Melodies, is a corgi. Oh, look at Jinx. Jinx has a dad and a mom, Tyler and Jessica, and is a rescue corgi who's around 3. And Jinx loves chasing her ball. Watch her in action.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Look at those legs go, man.
Her nickname is Nubs, also Nubby Nub Nubs, because she actually has a nub for a tail, which is a thing that Pembroke corgis have. Jinx does not like horses, and Tyler says whenever a horse is on TV, thank you, Bridgerton, she lets out a low growl and immediately runs, as if to say, I growled at him, Dad. Jinx also lives in Florida and loves chasing lizards and eating French fries.
I also love eating French fries. I run away from lizards, but like I felt that, Jinx.
Jinx would protect you from lizards.
Yeah, Jinx would clearly not protect me from a horse.
No. Look, Jinx is a corgi. She knows her strengths, right? She's like, I can't deal with horses, but man, I can chase a lizard. Let me tell you.
I'll get that lizard. Okay?
Also, another wonderful fun fact about Jinx. Tyler says that for over a year, Jinx favored him, and then all of a sudden she started hanging out with Jessica and was attached to her. And it was a few weeks later that they discovered Jessica was pregnant. So their little Jinx actually knew that Jessica was going to have a baby before they did.
Aww.
Let's just look at Jinx run just one more time. Look at that.
I mean,
she's so cute.
Animals like know that stuff, man.
Mhm.
It's insane.
Yeah.
They're
We
so
had
smart.
Riley, our first black cat. He would sit on my friends' bellies when they were pregnant, and like one of our friends was so mad because you're like, oh yeah, look, I'm pregnant. Like, yeah, you're pregnant. If Riley sits on your belly, you are pregnant. Because he wanted nothing to do with anybody unless they were pregnant, and then he was like, I'm gonna
love you.
I'm gonna help make sure that this little thing in your
Man,
belly. It's
glad
taken
Riley
care
never
of.
sat on my belly.
Oh, tell me about it. The few times he climbed up on me, I'm like, you better not sit on my belly. What happened? Follow along with me on Facebook. That is where you can submit your pets for the pet of the week. Facebook.com/KJ Today Show. And remember that is also where you can see Patches cooking up dinner after the show.
I can't wait.
The official after show is called What's Cooking with Patches and the Cats.
Yes, I love that we have a graphic now.
And tonight it's turkey burger time. That's right, guys. It's turkey burger
that graphic
time.
was not cleared by all the producers of the show, by the way.
First, Patches, I want you to know that I didn't even know that we had a graphic, okay? So, like...
Listen, you guys, in that like 15 minutes before the show when we were just kind of hanging out and chatting, I was literally making that graphic, which is why I was not making eye contact with you. Because I'm so excited for turkey burgers and fresh cut fries.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, why don't we have a What's Cooking? This is my head. I'm like, why don't we have a What's Cooking with Patches and the Cats graphic? Like,
I know, we've
I
only
should
been doing
make
it for like a year.
I should make one of those. I'll make one of those right now. And I'm going to
Right.
celebrate that it's turkey burger time.
Right? What time is it? Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you very much, Patches, for always being a wonderful chef post show. We love you very much. We'll be seeing you all at facebook.com/KJ Today Show. Thank you for watching on the Popcorn Network. Thank you for watching on LinkedIn. Thank you for watching.
We apologize for the
Post
video
Network.
difficulties.
Thank you for watching the whole way through. If you made it all the way through,
For real.
Right?
it's been a long day.
It has. I'm not gonna lie. I came downstairs from finishing up some of the graphics that I was doing for the show, and this is what I do. Like I finish up, then I go downstairs. I feed the cats, and Jonna comes, and she's got socks, and Patches is prepping food. And I came down, and Jonna was laying on our couch face down.
Yep.
And I'm like, it's gonna be okay.
It was
Like-
one of them days today.
And we make it to the fun starts now. The graphic, the graphic doesn't lie, Jonna. It does not lie.
Right.
It's the first thing you see when we go live. The fun starts now, and no matter what, like I've been crying.
Same.
I've been crying over Jaina. I haven't been able to put makeup on. Like it's been a whole thing. And
Literally, me and KJ were both working on the show today at the same time, like in the StreamYard. And so I was like, KJ, and we were like talking back and forth, and I was like, so is the show like optional tonight? Like, can we like postpone the show? She's like, I know, I felt it, but like we got to do it because it'll make us feel better. And I'm like, you're not wrong. So.
Right. Look at us.
So here we are.
You were here. You made us feel better. We've got, fun stuff coming up next week with Patrick Warburton, PopCon guest, actually going to be on the show with us. Patricia Heaton, she's won an Emmy. She's going to be here. Like,
man, we got all the Emmy award-winning people over here, man.
All the good things. Yeah,
maybe we'll win an Emmy.
Maybe someday we'll win an Emmy. You never know.
If we get enough people with Emmys like around us, maybe it'll be like an
Right.
Emmy summoning circle. Or
Well,
something,
we've got Patricia Heaton. We've had Gina Davis on the show.
Mhm.
We've got Patty Spittler.
We had Emmy award-winning producer Katie.
Yeah, I mean we're building up.
Yeah.
We're building the Emmy vibes around us. Like, let's spray and put the intention out into the world. We want to win an Emmy.
I want to win an Emmy. I want to put that on my resume.
Are there Emmys for YouTube shows?
I don't know.
There should be.
I think there might. I don't know if there's like an Emmy for it, but there might be because they're always coming out with like new award shows. I'm sure there's like a YouTube award show or something.
Okay. All right.
We
I
can
know
win
they
a
have like
TV.
the iHeart Awards for like podcasts and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So
We're not on iHeart.
yeah.
We can't win those
God, no.
awards. Sorry. All right.
We're not
All
that
right, guys.
we're not
Listen.
smartless. Come on.
Nah, I'd love to hang out more, but it's turkey burger time,
I can't
guys.
wait.
So
So
we'll
freaking
meet you on
hungry.
the Facebook page. As always, we leave you with our famous and oh so popular end credits. Stay positive, and thanks for being with us.
Grogu.